for the channel. It's going to be a list video, something to go for the kind of the Halloweeny season, or I may have pushed it to the early November. But I was up tonight. I was doing some editing work and working on some writing. And I decided to take a break, have a cappuccino. It's late at night, and why don't we do this live? So let me share this out there so that people know. If this does well, I'll maybe do it again. My thought was, let's do a live list where I look at this one of my favorite companies. Here in the cult, we talk about Arrow a lot. So what I decided to do tonight was do a list of 5 Arrow video box sets that I don't think get mentioned or talked about enough, that not enough people have in their collection. I do have one here that is an honorable mention. And it's only an honorable mention for one specific reason. That being, well, it's a well-known film. So I'm not quite sure if people don't talk about it, or it's just because there's Criterion edition of that out there as well. But I do think that this is the ultimate edition of that film. If you're there, say hi, so let me know that you're here. Hey there, Maddie, welcome, man. I'm doing a live list tonight, and that's new, right? That's I'm thinking it's a new thing, because I never thought we were doing it before. So the honorable mention for the Arrow video, basically, box set is this one right here. This is a favorite of mine. It's one of my favorite films by this director as well. I'm a big Cronenberg fan. I'm Canadian. So I have to put the Videodrome box set from Arrow Video there. This is hands down one of my all-time favorites. It's Pixie's right here with me, my partner. And this is an absolutely gorgeous set. So we'll look at it real quick. It comes with this nice hard cover book. She's going to follow if she doesn't watch it. Long live the new flesh. And, nice and grotesque. Because, it's Cronenberg. Got to get that body horror in there. And it does have some really great write-ups on here as well. Because stuff from David Cronenberg himself, Brad Stevens, Justin Humphreys, Callum Vedstall. Hey there, Sean. Welcome, man. And anybody else have this one? This is actually a really cool one. It also has these here, other films by Cronenberg. These are early works. So you get Transfer, Stereo, From the Drain, of course, Crimes of the Future, which since has been remade. And they come in both Blu-ray and DVD format. And, of course, the big thing there is right here, the Blu-ray and DVD edition for Videodrome. I always felt like this was, for me, and I do have the, or did their own restoration. Ooh, nice. Bloodbath is an extremely underrated one, and actually almost made the list. It was going to be an honorable mentions, but I think it's at the farm. That's why it's not there. How'd you find about the restoration for Halloween? Because that would be interesting. I have this Anchor Bay, the Scream Factory. I got the imprint ones coming. I would definitely buy extra for get some extra features. You okay? And for Halloween from I make no bones but the fact that I love Halloween. Hey there, Kubrick, welcome, man. Oh, did you? I think somebody was swallowing something that shouldn't have been. Hey there, Doug. In 5th place, when UK box it in the near future. Ooh. Don't tell me I got to buy Halloween again. Which I very much would do. Number 5 place, it's Years of Lead. I haven't heard many people talk about this one. It's a Plizziteshi set. But it's a really good Plizziteshi set. There's some really great films in there. I really like this one here. The case is happily resolved. I sat down to watch this. This one is the one that actually made me grab the set. I just thought the idea behind it was so intriguing, and I'm surprised nobody's ever remade that. Basically, a guy's out fishing, and he comes across this guy that's killing a woman. He sees the murder, but he doesn't go to the police. But the murderer goes to police because he left something behind, left his sunglasses behind. And he says, hey, this guy killed my wife. And it becomes like a wrong man type story then. It's really cool, actually. The other film's actually really good, too. I like Savage 3 with Joe D'Alessandro, you know, in a lot of those, you know, Andy Warhol type like films. We got like Rabid Dogs here as well. Colt 38 and Highway Racer. There's not a bad movie on the set for me. And I got the standard edition. There was like a sexier, like probably hardbox edition of this one previously. But this is the one that I grabbed. I have only the first Shawscope set. I need to get 2, 3, and I guess 4 now, right? But there's like a bunch of Arrow ones, and of course there's the Shaw Brothers ones that came from Scream Factory, Chef Factory. In fourth place, even though this is a big name director, it doesn't get the love that a lot of other ones get. And this is the George Romero Between Night and Day, Between Night and Dawn. Ah, yes, Doug, you rock, man. This is actually a really cool set. Like Crazies on its own would be enough reason to pick this set up. Now, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that jazzy stuff. But I actually do like the other two films. There's Always Vanilla is a bit of an underrated one for me that I kind of dug. And Season of the Witch isn't at all what I thought it was going to be, but I actually really loved it. It's a nice box set for a sadly passed on director that is no longer with us. And I think that we've all seen his, another kitty cat coming by. This is one of the newer kitties. Hello, Miss Penny. Hello. I'm still here, guys. We've had a technical kitty cat difficulty. Come on. Come on, Daddy. Use my leg. Come, Daddy. Come on. Come on. Don't worry, I'm still here. Here we go. And in third place, and by the way, ask questions, mention things, whatever. I'm trying to do more different types of live videos here. I want to thank everybody that came in for my tour video that I did. I hadn't planned to do that one before. And the shocking part of it was, no, leave her alone. One of my kitties here just recently was fixed. So she's a little bit nervous. I did not expect 2,200 people to watch that live video. So thank you so much. That kind of blew me away. All right, that's 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. Third place we have, He Came from the Swamp, the William Griffith collection. This one's a lot of fun. This has got a great documentary with it. And this probably should be in second place, to be honest with you. But we'll say it's third for right now. It's got a lot of really good films, like really good is subjective with the William Griffith set. A lot of really fun films that I really enjoyed. Sting of Death is probably one of the big ones up there. As is the Psychedelic Priest. Hook Generation is really fun. The Came from the Swamp documentary is super cool. Lynn Laurie, I was so in love with her, man. I was so in love with Lynn Laurie. I remember her first movie was that Eat Your Flesh, Eat Your Skin? She was like mutant. Lynn Laurie was in, well, she's been in a lot of movies. She was in Shivers. She was the nurse in Shivers. She was in Sugar Cookies, where she played 2 roles. And trust me, just look her up. She was one of the most strikingly beautiful women in her day. And she still is gorgeous lady. But yeah, if you've never seen this, this is insanely good. It came with a poster, comes with a hardbound book. I love these hardbound books, by the way. Especially ones like this that aren't like too overbearing. Seen Savage and Crazy, she's in both those. She's blonde, she has like kind of piercing blue eyes, not kind of like, trust me, you know when you see her. But these here are so fun. William Griffith is just like director that made these super low budget really unique films. Sugar Cookies is worth checking. Vinegar Strand Put Out, it's definitely worth checking out. In second place, because we're going to go with that, is Cold War Creatures. 4 films from Sam Katzman. I love me some Sam Katzman stuff. And there's some really fun, cheesy films on here. But here, they're actually way better than you think. And what knocks this one over, like over the thing and puts it into second place over He Came from the Swamp, is the special features that are on here. Each one of these has a dedicated special feature that's really, really good. With The Creature with the Autumn Brain, we get Sam Katzman before and beyond the Cold War creatures. A feature-length presentation of the life, career, and films of Sam Katzman by Stephen R. Bissett, a guy that I grew up like admiring for his artwork. The Werewolf, which is a more science fiction werewolf type of film, we got Beyond Window Dressing, a brand new visual essay exploring the oft-overlooked role of women in the films of Sam Katzman by Alexander Heller Nicholas. On Zombies Immortal, which is actually really good, we get Atomic Terror, Genre and Transformation, a brand new visual essay exploring the intersection of mythical horror creatures and the rational world of science in films of Sam Katzman by critic Josh Hurtado. Really cool. Oh, that is awesome. That kind of makes me happy. Thank you. Price influence my appreciation for the Vinegar Strand label. And the fourth one, The Giant Claw, which is a really cheesy like film. Family Endangered, a brand new visual essay examining the theme of Cold War paranoia in Sam Katzman monster movies by critic Mike White. So you got these here films, some of which can be taken as super cheesy films. And there's this like really cool academic slant to it. So as a movie geek and someone that's really interested in academia and in films, what would you think of Nike shoes made of you? I don't think that would ever be a thing. Thank God. It has essays and art in here as well. So it gives you two books. Here's the art one, to give you an idea. So there's like a painted picture of the werewolf. We see some like nice still pictures here. And they're beautifully, look at these here. They're not just behind the scenes or back, or like, they're gorgeously shot. Like anybody that's into like photography, just look at the composition of some of these photos. Get to some of the poster art here as well. There's a nice little write-up there by Bissett. Now look at that one there. That one really stands out. And it does come with the second book of essays here. Write-ups by Laura Drazen Boys, Neil Mitchell, Barry Forshaw, John Tolson, and Jackson Cooper. So some really cool stuff in here. Science versus the Supernatural, Sam Katzman, the Werewolf. What's my take on Scalpel? I really like Scalpel. It's one of the, this is great, so I can talk with Scalpel for a second and put a bit of drama for the number one. Scalpel is a Southern Gothic film starring, she was in like a bunch of soap operas. She was in like, I think most recently Young and Restless. I really enjoyed it. It's this like weird film about, and you've seen it, I'm guessing, a plastic surgeon whose daughter runs away and is presumed to be dead. And so he gets this stripper that had her face badly beaten up, and he does her to make her look just like his daughter so that she can get an inheritance because her grandparents have just died. And they work together to get that, but then it looks like maybe the daughter's not dead, and his relationship with the ex-stripper that looks exactly like his daughter becomes a bit problematic. It's a great film. It's a Southern Gothic tale with some great twists and turns. It's not I'm not gonna say it's a slow burn because it's not really it's a well-paced film, and I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. My better half got it for me about a couple years back when she was at Sunrise Records and she was going through their Arrow video selection to get me some stuff. Whispers in the Dark, is that the one that I'm thinking of? If it's the one I'm thinking of, yes, I do. I like it a lot. would pair extremely well with De Palma's Obsession. It's a very different film, and if you've never seen it, go in as blind as you possibly can. A lot of the tropes that the film like puts forward have been, utilized and reused in different films and such. But I think that this one is different enough, and the acting is strong enough, and the whole pacing, production, the direction of it is good enough that you can definitely watch it and get so much out of it without even if you've seen like a bunch of other films that kind of went along the same tropes. And Obsession is a wonderful like double feature for that. So Maddie's great, by the way, at putting together double features and triple features. It's kind of his thing. A lot of people don't know that. That's his thing. Let's finish off this cappuccino so I can finish off this here. Are you ready for number one? A quick recap of 5 to 4. In 5th place is Years of Lead, 5 classics of Italian crime thrillers, Plizzateschi films. See, I can actually pronounce it now. Giorgio Armero's Between Night and Dawn is number 4. In the 3rd place, He Came from the Swamp, the William Griffey collection, a brilliant collection with a fantastic documentary. And in 2nd place, one that could have been just a cheesy one, but they went all in to make it a academic yet interesting take on the Cold War era, the Cold War creatures. 4 films from Sam Katzman, and I cheated a bit with number 1 because it's actually 2 box sets. Double feature set. It's a great idea because they are. And this set was so underrated and so overlooked that it barely sold at all. Hey there, Alvin, welcome, man. And it didn't sell out until after the 2nd volume got announced. And then it sold out really quick. So that is the American Horror Project. There are 2 volumes of this, and both these are absolutely fantastic. We'll start out with the 1st volume here, which has 3 absolute bangers. We got Malatista's Carnival of Blood, which I absolutely adore, and it's just this really kind of low budget, extremely well done. Arrow's fantastic. I mean, it's one of my favorites, and it was the company that got me into like going for region free. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. It does have a Carnival Souls type of feel to it, but it's its own thing, much like Pumpkin. The Witch Who Came from the Sea is not at all what you think it's going to be. It is a much different film than you're imagining. The Witch Who Came from the Sea is so well done. It is. Millie Perkins is so good in this. And if you've never seen it, I strongly recommend that you check it out during this Halloween season. Know that it's not like really a witch tale. You've got this Perkins who's this. It's a really good film. Just go in as blind as possible. But no, it's not going to be what you think it is. And my favorite on this set, I think, I go back and forth because Witch is really good. Malatesta is really good. But I really love The Premonition. I think this is an excellent film. It is produced and directed by Robert Allen Schneitzer. And it's got a decent cast. Sharon Farrell's in this one. And, she was pretty big. So was Richard Lynch, right? In their day. They were actually some pretty big actors. And this really works for me. If you've never seen it, Sharon Farrell plays this unusual character that I don't want to tell you too much. I really think you should watch this. All 3 of these films. This is a great triple feature for like a Halloween night type thing, like maybe on like October 30th. Get something different. You also have some great essays in this book as well, because I read these books. I find them really interesting. Because we've got stuff here by Stephen Thor, by Kim Newman, by Kayla Janice, and by Brian Albright. Kayla's Canadian like me, and love her work with her stuff with Severin, her writing. And right here is volume 2. And I didn't think they could top volume 1, but they might have done it with volume 2. And we got 3 really good ones here. Because we start out with Dream No Evil. And we got Mike Pataki in this one. It's John Hayes, Pataki worked with John Hayes a bit actually. John Hayes also did Grave the Vampire, which I'm sure a lot of you guys probably got the Scream Factory edition of that one. But this is a really good film. And I love Hayes' work on this. This has a commentary with Ket Ellinger and Sam Deegan, and I think they do really good commentaries together. There's a video appreciation of this one by Stephen Thrower, and I love anything Stephen Thrower puts out. Hence all the Stephen Thrower books are in my collection over there. Dark August is another fun one as well that I enjoyed. And this is the one, if you live in Vermont, this is a Vermont lens film. And it actually has Kim Hunter in it, so pretty cool for a low budget film. And did I leave the best one for last? Well, you guys tell me. It is The Child. Look at this cover. Huh? Harry Novak presents The Child. Again, it's a really, really fun film, one that I really enjoyed. And if you haven't seen this one, again, going with these here as with as little knowledge ahead of time as possible, and you'll get even more enjoyment out of those there. I think that's a good. What do you guys think of my first live list? You dig the sets? That's fantastic. Screen Factory, it's actually, I don't think it is anymore. There was a time when Screen Factory was cheaper, but now we know where Arrow Video does over in Canada, in the United States as well. They have their ideas. I think that it's pretty similar. And for the stuff, you get a good bang for your buck with Arrow Video. Get a pretty 2-pack of Born Yesterday and Newton buys. I'm not sure. I mean, Born Yesterday is okay. Now, with the original Born Yesterday and the new Born Yesterday, that's that's the 2-pack that I'd go for, I think, out of that. Those two will make a good one, but I love me some classic Born Yesterday, and I kind of want both together. Oh, this was something I hadn't planned to do, and I thought it would be fun to do like a live list. If you guys like the live list idea, I can pop this up, do it again some other time. Hey, Black Club Reviews, welcome, man. It has been too long. And for those that just came in, the list from 5 to 4, from 5 to 1, is, ask questions, by the way. Years of Lead, 5 classic Italian crime thrillers from 1973 1977. Poliziotteschi greatness. I'm sure Black Club Reviews would appreciate this one. In 4th place is, I got them out of order now, George Romero, Between Night and Dawn. Just an absolutely fantastic one with some underrated films on here. I don't think anybody's really well, probably The Crazies, where the remake came out. Probably this one gets underrated a bit too, but I think the other 2 films are super underrated as well. In 3rd place, it is He Came from the Swamp, the William Gruffy collection. A lot of fun, kind of low budget stuff here with an absolutely fantastic banger of a documentary. In 2nd place is Cold War Creatures, 4 films from Sam Katzman. Pick this up if you haven't seen it. Have I seen Night Riders? Actually, yes, I have that one in my collection. And it's a really good film, actually. What a cast for a new Dark Half. I want to go older or younger. If I go older, I'm going to use Kevin Bacon. If I go younger, I'm going to be like really... I'll put Jacob Elordi there. I want to go really young. From Euphoria. And of course, in 1st place, I cheated by putting them both here, American Horror Project Volumes 1 and Volume 2. Just some great stuff. And look at these covers. Aren't these just beautiful covers as well? I have VHS copy now. Do you really? It was such a different film for him. I mean, we got like, you know, Ed Harris in there. Tom Savini has like an acting role in this one as well. Oh, I love Born Yesterday 1994. I just want to put them both together. I think they're both good. It didn't hit with everybody when it came out, but it's one of those that was kind of a favorite in my house. I rented it a few times. Entrada. I don't know what Entrada is actually. So that would be like I live in Morocco, so my physical community usually comes when I'm in Canada, or when if I go to Spain or Paris or London. Speaking of which, I may be putting up my Friday videos Thursday night, just to give you guys a heads up. I normally put up on Friday, but on Friday I'm going to be flying to the Canary Islands, so I won't be back till Monday. and I want to make sure that I don't miss my Monday, Friday drops. Hey, Roy, welcome. It's been too long, man. Um, Good to see you here. I don't I don't want to miss my Monday to Friday drops, so I'll try to put it up like late Thursday night because I'll be getting ready to go. But there's like video coming up for the regular channel and for the Patreon members as well. Um, I do have to say that I realized by looking at some like special feature stuff that a good friend of the channel, and someone that I really admire her work, Stephanie Crawford, did a essay for TerraVision's Student Bodies Blu-ray. So I would recommend anything that Stephanie Crawford works on. And so with that, I would say check out her essay on Student Bodies from TerraVision. Now, do you guys have any questions for me before I head out with the... Stephanie Crawford does a lot of good like writing, much like Kayla Denise and like Ellinger and Amanda Heller Nicholas. She's really good when it comes to like essay writing. She worked say as a on a podcast doing some podcaster work, and she introduced me to Brian from Just the Discs actually, and we got to do some work. I got to go onto his podcast from there, and he's been on the channel, and I'm trying to actually reach out to Brian recently to see if we can collab on something again. So keep fingers crossed there. I would not be able to quote from the fan to save my life, actually, and I do like that film. I got it. You know the VHS like slip Blu-ray from Mill Creek? I have that one. I actually really like it. Now you care. That's the quote. Duh. You got to remember, like I'm doing this on my phone, so things are really tiny, and it's late at night here. I got to see the Scorsese documentary. I love Scorsese. That one I want to see. There's a couple documentaries there right now that I want to see, and I try to keep up with some stuff. I had a bunch of stuff come through my email like recently, in my work email, basically talking about different things from. Yeah, no, it's been a while, man. It's been so long. So I've been like, Rive, by the way, makes amazing documentaries. So make sure you're checking out his stuff. But I've been getting like stuff come up from like different like festivals that are coming up, like review suggestions, links, and stuff like that. But I haven't had the chance to do any like reviews in a long time. It's a real shame because one of the best ones that I was last year, I got to do a bunch of reviews, and there were some really great films. And a hot air balloon. Around the World in 80 Days. It seems like the obvious choice for that one, right? I'm gonna go with the classic one. But you keep an eye out for Rye's work because he does some incredible stuff. I would love to get like, I know there's another In Search of Darkness like documentary coming, right? From VC. And I'm thinking like, how do I get noticed by them so that I can actually speak on one of those documentaries? It would be amazing to do something like that. That's where I want to go with this. It's like to do stuff on like features and documentaries and stuff like that. That's where I'm hoping to take this, because I've been here for 14 years, and I've grown this. I think right now as far as I can grow it. I'm just in a comfortable spot. Over in Tamarito, check that out. If I contact people to do so, I wouldn't know how to contact for the VC one. I gotta find that out. Have an announcement on boutique to preserve and collect next year. Cool. I'm actually looking forward to that one, even though he didn't put me in it. That'll be great though. Oh, Grease 2, Grease 2, Grease 2, and Grease 2. Grease 2, Fabulous Baker Boys, Scarface, and I'm gonna be curmudgeonly, and I'm gonna put Batman Returns in there because I love her character. I look forward to getting that boutique to preserve and collect, in all honesty, and sitting down and watching it with my better half. Age of Innocence is a great choice. But I was being not flippant, but I was trying to go a bit different. I always try to zig when people think I'm gonna zag. Too much cappuccino. That's what this. If this doesn't make all sense, I'm gonna say too much cappuccino. Because I've been working a lot today. Gary Shazens is fantastic. I'm shame me for not putting that one up there. Actually, I'm a massive fan of that book, and I love me some Cruel Intentions as well. I'm a massive fan of Cruel Intentions. All three. I do like all three of them. When I know most people just like the first one, but I like the second one, which is actually with pilot and put together episodes from the TV series that didn't make it, Manfred Prep, and the third one, which was a straight to video one, which definitely had more of what's the word I'm looking for, definitely a cooler side, definitely leaned into the Cruel Intentions. What's the difference between the Hammer 4K standard releases and the 4K Big Book Edition? Is I just want the 4K already have on Blu-ray. Are special features available? No. So yes, the special features are going to be available on the standard 4K for most of the releases. The only thing where it's going to be different, maybe different, is Curse of Frankenstein. That one had a 6th disc of features that was going to be exclusive to that Curse of Frankenstein disc set, big box set. But Captain Kronos, Quatermass Experiment, and Quatermass 2 all are, all got like the Blu-ray and 4Ks in the big boxes. But if you want to just get the 4K edition of them, you get all the features. What you're missing out on really is the book, the poster, and the art cards. But the standard releases of any of those other Hammer films will have all the same special features as well, except for Curse, which has that extra disc. But all the previous ones do. Salute. I want to get at least so bad. Remake The Tingler? Yes. It should have been remade before. Actually, that was going to be remade a while back. But it didn't get off the ground during the whole Dark Castle era. Voice Squad films, they're fun. I mean, they're fun. They're cheesy fun, and I just really had a lot of enjoyment. There's 6 of them all together, so I do like all 6. I think that they have a lot of cheesy enjoyment to them. And look at how the Police Academy films went, like near the end. So I'd say, yeah, you're good. They're low budget, and they're not as sleazy as you think they'd be with the actors that are in them, but definitely good stuff. These are great questions, by the way. Hopefully I answered your question with the Hammer one, and didn't seem more confusing. But yeah, if you get standard 4K edition, you're good. No problem. And let me know which ones you pick up and if you like them as much as I do. Right now, I've only got Quatermass 2 in my collection. And Curse of Frankenstein, which arrived in London a few days back. So I got those 2, the big box editions. And I want to hopefully get Quatermass Experiment before it sells out. I'll get the standard edition, 4K edition for Captain Kronos, because that's already gone. I think they're both very unlikely. Cher's never going to make a Moonstruck 2. That freaked me out, man. The cat was running by, and we got like this little... Anyway, but Clarice Starling was definitely more likely than Moonstruck 2. I think Cher's kind of in semi-retirement right now, and I don't see her coming back for that. And I think Nicolas Cage is probably the same way. Like, he does more, but I don't think Cher really needs to. The only way that would happen is if, say, they had a younger cast and they were like kind of there. I mean, I do like Wall Street 2 a lot, so I don't know if I would do that. Hamsal is great. I actually a while back, I actually was on a podcast talking about William Castle, talking about the 13 Ghosts, the original and the remake, I did I got all both box sets from Indicator. Have you seen the Indicator box sets for William Castle? 'Cause if not, I can show you those. See right there. Because if you can find them, I think the first one especially is out of print, but sometimes they come back. Sometimes you can find them. And it's like, I'm actually excited for that. Sweetie. So there's two Indicator William Castle box sets that came out. My first one's this one right here. And I have 1,586 of 6,000. This has the Tingler, 13 Ghosts, Homicidal, and Mr. Sardonicus on it. I would like to have seen Elvis actually got the chance to be in like Star is Born. But I wouldn't put him in Cape Fear. I love Elvis, but I know his limitations. What's really nice about this one here is there's a feature-length documentary on William Castle. And so you guys can see real quickly what these things look like. There is the Tingler. Look at the amount of features on these things. This is insane, right? 13 Ghosts. Had a lot of fun with this one. Homicidal, there's the one you watched. And this version here has the ballyhoo, like where Bob Thomas talks about when he interviewed William Castle, which was a lot of fun. And we got Mr. Sardonicus, which has the kind of the punishment pole, which is a lot of cheesy fun. There was only ever one ending to Mr. Sardonicus, but he put a poll there like, oh, maybe you can help. The second one they put out was this one right here. I got 1,875 of 6,000. And this has a bit more varied like look at Castle's career, because we got like Zots, which is a more comedic one, 13 Frightened Girls, The Old Dark House, which is like a comedic take in The Old Dark House, and Straitjacket, which is the only real kind of serious horror film on this one right here. Zots starred Tom Poston, who a lot of you guys probably know from things like Newhart. That's where I know him from, basically, before here. And it's a lot of fun, this one is. We got 13 Frightened Girls here, which is, again, a really fun, cheesy one, otherwise known as the Teenage Diplomats. Got Tom Poston back again and Robert Morley for The Old Dark House. I really like Cocoon too, actually. Cocoon the Return, and Straitjacket, which is what I bought this for. Though these other ones are really fun, but Straitjacket is the one. And by the way, every one of these here has its very own booklet in here as well. But it's a little bonus for people that stayed. Makes Zots and Sardonicus. I would actually like that. I love the way these are done. I just love me some Indicator. Like, I don't think I've got a bad Indicator one in my collection. Nothing that I really didn't like. Even like the women from Prehistoric World, I actually kind of dug that one. This is the Castle double feature, Horror Cast, and Homicidal. Is it a hard one to find? Actually, I got the DVD edition of it. Not a Blu-ray, but a DVD at the farm. That's Cocoon the Return, right? You're talking about. Because I really did enjoy that one. Yeah, I love me some William Castle. He's one of the great showmen of all time. No, never. They should not fly. And two, Even though I got to see arachnophobia in theater, I made a mistake because I am arachnophobic, so I do not need to see arachnophobia too. From the Andy Griffiths, yeah. But even more so, Richie Cunningham from Happy Days. That's the I grew up with like him on Happy Days. Where most people want to be the Fonz, I want to be Richie, which really became apparent when I actually went to school for journalism. But I won't keep you guys too long. I just want to do like a short live list tonight. If you like the live list and you think I should do more of these, let me know. I could do an indicator one next. I could look at some other different stuff. I could like throw a curveball, and I always come to these lives with your questions on hand, ready to go, and I'll try to be as ready as I possibly can. He did direct Splash, which is a fantastically fun film. Don't watch the Disney Plus version because you censored it on Disney Plus, and that makes me sad. With that being said, thanks for coming in and hanging with me tonight, guys. I really appreciate it, and again, let me know what you thought of the list. Let me know if you want to see me do more of this. Let me know if you're liking the lives that I'm doing. Black Glove Reviews, I wouldn't mind talking to you about getting you chatting on the channel in the future if that's something you're interested in. The Kentucky Giallo thing. Like say Arrow, Amicus box, like second side. Oh, that'd be amazing. Favorite 1987 Black Widow scene? I don't know. I really don't know. I gotta watch that movie again, actually. It's been a while since I've seen it. I remember really, really enjoying it. But late tomorrow night, early tomorrow morning, I should be, in my time anyway, I should be dropping the videos for the regular channel, for the Patreon, for members. So lots of stuff coming up. And I will I'll see you guys soon. Unfortunately, I don't know about Gung Ho because I don't know if I got that. I have to check it out. But I will see you next time.